Folks, welcome to the Graps podcast. I am very much that is Khalid. We're here to talk about New Japan Professional Wrestling, some AEW in there as well, a little Dynamite preview. Off rip, though, I'm going to promote something this Sunday. I think we settled on
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Eastern Time. Cage Match Chronicles, 1988. We will be live on this YouTube channel. Come hang out, say what's up, things of that nature. We'll be covering, let me get the matches again. I'm sure I can read them off the top of my head, but I want to give the dates as well. Tenryu and Kawada versus Hansen and Gordy. Tenryu and Saruta. The Midnight Express versus the Fantastics. Antonio Inoki versus Tatsumi Fujinami. And El Dandy versus Parada Morgan. All those matches will be talked about on the next episode of Cage Match Chronicles on Sunday. This Sunday, November 10th. 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, come hang out. I guess like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, things like that. Now we'll talk about the professional wrestling show that happened last night. New Japan Power Struggle. I stayed awake for everything except the main event, and I still have not watched the main event. As you can see by the headline of my, I'm completely addicted to Black Ops 6 right now, and so I forgot we were supposed to record today because I'm addicted to the headshots, I guess. But I'm sure you watched it already, right? Okay, good. Imagine we just both didn't watch it. The show. Did you watch the kickoff, Khalid, at all?
I watched everything. Yeah, I watched everything.
Do you want to talk about the kickoff?
The fuck?
True. Okay. The show really got going. I mean, the opening tags were fine. The Bullet Club versus the Jet Setters, the Velocities, and Katsuya Murashima was good. Murashima is dead. Yeah, he's gone forever. He got destroyed. Listen, I need to have a conversation with you.
What's up?
You came to me and said, bro, these Velocities, you got to check out the Velocities, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Jude London is so small, it's like jarring.
Paris is smaller.
Is that the smallest guy? The smaller one?
The smaller one is Paris.
Paris is so small, it's almost jarring, is what I meant to say.
Bro, I told you he was 5'4".
You told me.
I told you he was 5'4".
I'm not gonna lie. It's like not even as much the height as it is like.
Oh wait, he's frail. Yeah, he's frail. I told you he's fucking small. He's smaller than Darby. I was saying he's smaller than Darby.
Crazy how small he is. Like, listen, I'm not gonna take the Cody route and body shame anybody.
Oh Lord.
But let's pick up a weight, maybe. Let's pick up a needle, perhaps. You know what I mean? Anyways. Yeah, I mean, all these opening tags were fine. The Tana and Oleg versus House of Torture match was like almost depressing at points, but we don't have to go there really. The show really got going. We showed Uno versus Sonata. Shota had maybe the longest entrance of all time because he felt the need to high five every fan that he could see.
He does it all the time. He does it all the time. It's so bad.
It's not bad. He does it, but like now it's because of everything that's going on around him. It just feels like compensating a little bit. It could just be me, but I thought this match was actually pretty good. To be honest, they both wrestled with like more aggression than usual. Obviously, this is like the match to basically determine who was gonna face Zach at the Dome. This is good though. I like that. What do you think about
it? Based off what happens later in the night, I like this match even more because of how Sonata specifically wrestled. He usually doesn't wrestle like this. He doesn't wrestle like this usually. He's usually more of like a, I'm not gonna say a Muto ripoff, but like that's like usually what he does, and a little bit more technical. But here he took Shota to the outside and threw him into like fucking 10 rows of chairs. That shit was so
Yeah.
funny to me, bro. He fucking walk back doing his little ear talk. That shit's so that talk is so funny to me. But yeah, like seeing that happen, they were gonna say in the commentary like this is odd. Like Sonata usually doesn't do this. And again, based off what happens, later tonight with
Starts to
Sonata,
make sense a little bit.
yeah, it makes sense why that happened. And also like post match when Shota decided to, hey, shake my hand. The suit boss, the suit god said no. Fuck
Told
you,
me eat a dick.
you cock. Yeah, and got up out of there. So Shota has been like fine. I mean, in ring wise, Shota's never been like a bad wrestler or anything like that. He looked nice here. I would like him to change up some moves. I'm not gonna lie. The ignition has to go. That's the one where he twirls. Fucking yeah, he twirls the guy. That shit has to go. The Blaze Blade. That has to go too. Fuck.
His move, I don't know what it's called. He might have already said it, but where he picks them up and he has their leg. We've talked about this before. He has the legs like here. He picks them like in a DDT position. Oh, yeah. He has their legs on his thighs, but he does more of like a suplex with it instead of a DDT.
Yeah, he does.
I like that. Should fucking just be his finisher, to be honest. Yeah, it looks so much better.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, fine match.
Yeah.
I was watching, but I wasn't watching like super duper close because Caden was talking about fucking Halloween Horror Nights. Shut up, bro.
Okay, whoa.
Anyway, oh my God. This next match, bro, I got very aggressive in the Discord call. Jesus fucking Christ. IWGP Tag Team titles, United Empire, Great O'Connor and Hinari beat Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. What the fuck are we doing? This is pathetic.
Oh, man.
I am livid. Also, this match felt like way longer than 11 minutes, but that's neither here nor there. I have no idea what the fuck Ghetto was thinking putting the title on Great O'Con.
Yeah, like this is a first time thing. He likes Great O'Con.
I don't care. This is a fuck. The god himself, Mikey Nichols, had the fuck.
He busted himself open on that. But,
oh my God, yeah, dude. Talk about what actually happened in the match. Mikey Nichols headbutted Hinare, shoot headbutted him, and busted his own fucking head open. And it was so sick. Mikey and Hinare, they took it back to G1 2023 a little bit, and they kind of fucked each other up from a lot of this match. Great O'Con, it always cracks me up that he just wears fucking like shooter shorts now, and he does like judo throws. It's very funny.
He changes his attire all the time because sometimes he'll wear trunks, and then sometimes he'll wear the shorts, and then sometimes he'll wear pants. It just doesn't like I'm.
Yeah,
but recently,
it was very funny to me that he was like he was doing full blown like judo throws and shoot takedowns. Sometimes it was like 2 or 3 shoot takedowns. It was fucking hilarious. I was cracking the fuck up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the result, to be quite honest. I don't know if you can tell that. How do you feel about it? What do you think of the match?
If this was my first time seeing Great O'Con, like Great O'Con beat someone, or a tag team that's way more or not deserving, but just they're just a higher quality tag team. If this was my first time seeing that, I'd probably be upset, but I've watched Great O'Con and Jeff Cobb beat Bishamon, so I'm not.
No, but
it's
supposed to be different, bro. Tana's in charge now.
I mean, it's whatever. They probably won't lose the titles before Wrestle Kingdom, so that means that whoever wins Tag League, it'll be them and
I mean, it should be Yoda and Shingo, right? They should win the titles at the Dome.
I mean, I would prefer that. Like that's what I'm.
They'd be such a tag team, dude.
Yeah, based off based off like what's in New Japan right now, assuming that they don't get no guests, I know they're gonna have at least one.
I might be drawing a blank. Has Shingo ever won the tag titles, IWGP tag titles?
No, just the trios, and then never open weight, and then the world heavyweight.
Yeah, he should do that. That'd be sick. That would like their tag division might actually like having their tag division being led by those guys who can have a good match with like almost anybody.
Yeah,
might be a good thing to go into 2025 with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Might be a good thing.
That would be pretty cool.
They'd be like one of like 2 promotions in the world with a good tag division. So that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh well, speaking of fucking tag division though, the Super Junior Tag League final, Ichiban Sweet Boys, Fujita and Robbie Eagles beat Catch 22, Francesco Akira and TJP in a fantastic match. A very, very probably my match of the night, just based off of what I've seen. I haven't seen the main event yet, like I said, but this was amazing. They worked hard as hell, dude. And those last like 10 minutes were like very, very like high speed, and the finish, so many different variations of pins and stuff. It was very, very good. I like this a lot. Was it after? No, my bad. Yeah, this is fucking sick. What do you think about it?
Junior tag, man. That's junior tag when it's at like damn near its peak right there. I honestly, TMDK, I mean the Ichiban Sweet Boys, you know, ever since Fujita, or no, ever since Eagles return and then they picked up Fujita, I had high hopes for them last year. They didn't win last year, but I was like, yeah, they're gonna come through with it, and they came through with it right here. Match of the night. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at either answer, but this or the main event. But this right here, this is definitely a W. You know, match wise, booking wise, all that stuff. You know, this is good stuff. This is good stuff right here. This is good stuff right here. Now,
where would this land on your list of like tag matches of the year? It's got to be pretty fucking high.
Ooh, tag matches of the year. Ooh,
because like I mean, just based off my comments earlier, tag team wrestling is not in a fantastic spot right now. So like, what would even be on that list? Sting retirement match.
Yeah,
that's probably one just by default. The Sari tag. The Young Bucks and Private Party, fantastic. The TV match, not the pay-per-view match. Does anything else come to mind? Legitimately.
I mean,
like, FTR Bucks ladder match.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Fucking, they had Ichiban Sweet Boys. They had a match with who was it? Who they had a match with? I think it was Bullet Club. They had a match with Bullet Club and in this tournament, and it was pretty fucking fire, pretty freaking good.
I'm sure there's more that we're missing, like obvious, but off the top of my head, this is I got at least 8, like top 8 or 9. Like it's for me, it's that fucking good.
I mean, it's definitely like absolutely top 10.
Yeah.
Like, or I mean, top like 6 or 7. I mean, just looking at the list of stuff that has happened this year, like, yeah. This would be. I mean, the Fletcher and Ospreay versus the Bucks, that was pretty good. Fucking.
Well, the Bucks tag team of the year. What the fuck?
They have a late case. Yeah, pretty late.
Because like we've named tag team matches, and
yeah,
like
not
they've been in most of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. Yeah, very good match.
Mhm.
So after the fucking match,
Oh,
it
man.
was Ichiban Sweet Boys won,
Mhm.
and then Intergalactic Jet Setters came out as they should. Kushida looked like a fucking god. So did Kevin I did too, but Kushida with the fucking towel on his head,
Yeah.
so sick. And then Joel Maloney and Clark Connors comes out, and then who else was it? There's one more, or was it just? Is it okay? It's Drilla and Clark, Intergalactic Jet Setters, Ichiban Sweet Boys, and then is it Catch 22?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so
I believe
nobody
it.
else came out.
Yeah.
Those four tag teams will have a 4-way tag match for the junior tag titles
Mhm.
at the Tokyo Dome show.
Mhm.
Fucking, what is the point of the finals then? I have no idea.
They
I
do
know
that.
that it's like it's been a bit of a tradition, I guess. It's not something that I've picked up on because again, I've watched some I watched a lot of Wrestle Kingdoms, but I
Mhm.
haven't watched like a lot of builds up towards like Wrestle Kingdoms.
Mhm.
So the tradition aspect of it isn't something that was like known by me.
Mhm.
But just make the tag league like for a spot in that 4-way then. I don't know. Like having it be like for a shot at the dome and then just teams that were like actually in the tournament come out and be like, well, actually, we're gonna be a part of this as well. That doesn't
You
make
know,
any fucking sense to me.
it is pretty like
Like
it is pretty stupid to have the tournament and then to do that, but um
I'm
they
sure the match will
fucking
be good.
yeah
I
yeah
just
yeah like the those junior tag 4-ways that happen in the dome whenever they do them, they're usually pretty good. I remember back in like 2016, you would have like the Bucks, Red Dragon, you would have Trent and Rocky, and then the fourth team would be like somebody just like Ricochet and ACH or something like that, and it'd be an absolute fucking banger. But
speaking of Ricochet,
hey,
we'll get to him later.
hey,
Keep going.
yeah, like them doing the tournament having a winner, and then the match just ends up being a 4-way. I never really got that. I never really got
It
that.
doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like it's like Batista. I mean, I'm not complaining about this because this is what I wanted, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like Batista winning the Rumble and then having it still be a 3-way at Mania with Bryan and Orton. It doesn't make booking sense like at all.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not complaining about that specific case because that's what they should have done. Anyway, next up was Doki versus Master Wato in a junior heavyweight title match. I'm not sure entirely how I feel about this match. It was good, but it didn't like really meet expectations. Might be the wrong word because it's Wato's return match, so it's like I'm not going to expect him to go out and like be a god.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't reach my hopes, I guess, is the correct way to put this. It was a good match though. I think the finish was pretty fucking sick. With the what's it called again? Doki's submission. It's something fucking hokey. Hold on. It's not even on his signature moves. What the hell? They said it last time in commentary. But yeah, I mean it was pretty sick. Wato passing out from it was kind of beast. I really wish Wato would have won though, to be totally honest, because of what happened afterwards. But we'll get into that in a second. How did you feel about the match?
Oh yeah, the match was definitely all right. You know, Wato, the match was 22 minutes, which was like, ooh,
Yeah,
you know, you know, you know, the match was all right. It was fine. It wasn't nothing bad. It wasn't nothing offensive. This is like their first time wrestling for real. So you know, I kind of going into it. Going into it, I was expecting a Wato win. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't even expecting the match to be like amazing. I was just expecting a Wato win. So Wato not winning, I was like, oh, okay, interesting. But then certain someone came out, certain masked man. You know. Whoa. I think you want me to say it or
What's up?
When we see who came out.
Well,
after
El
that?
Desperado came out looking just as attractive as ever. Holy fucking shit. Just a gorgeous man. I don't care if he has a mask on. Don't give a fuck. He's my husband. Anyways. Yeah, he came out, and this was my reasoning for wanting Watto to win, especially going in, but also retroactively, because we've seen Doki and Despy. And have we lost him? I think we've lost Khalid.
No,
He's back. My bad.
Thought I lost you from him. I was like,
Okay.
what the fuck is going on
We've seen Doki and Despy twice now, right? Wrestle Kingdom and Super Junior Finals.
I believe so, yeah.
So like just for the dome match and like freshness sake, Despy and Watto would have intrigued me more. I'm sure it'll still be a good match, Doki and Despy 3, but I think, yeah, I mean, again, it would have been more intriguing for me personally. I don't know if you agree with that.
I don't know. I mean, him coming back out or him coming out for the basically challenging for the title, it kind of, to me, it does signify him probably winning it.
I mean,
yeah, it seems like he's going to win. And if that leads to Watto, winning it off Despy, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. Yeah. But if it doesn't, and like it ends up in like somebody else's hands, like Show again, no.
Yeah. Bring back heavyweight Show. Well, not heavyweight Show, but like, when he was a little bit heavier, wore trunks, and used to chop the fuck out of people. Is really what I meant by that.
He was a fucking beefcake at like 5'8" or however tall he is. Like fucking, gosh, bro. I don't know when it's coming, but I know if there's anyone that's going to leave House of Torture, the first one is going to be him. Out of all the people there, if anyone leaves House of Torture, it's going to be him. I just don't know when it's going to happen.
What year was that Shingo match?
The Shingo Show match, that was 2020.
Folks, go watch Shingo versus Show in 2020. That man used to be something. He used to stand for something. Yeah. He used to be a true American patriot. And now he's been destroyed by the fucking wokes. Speaking of destroyed by the goddamn wokes, David Finlay versus Tai Chi, IWGP Global Heavyweight title match. This match started off a little, I was a little weary because the first like 5 to 10 minutes are pretty boring. I can't lie. Except David Finlay was bumping like a motherfucker on Tai Chi. Tai Chi was like throwing him around barricades and stuff on the outside. And holy fuck, David Finlay was taking those motherfuckers. I guess first, though, before the match, bro, both guys, their entrance gear and just their gear in general.
Absolutely.
Holy shit. Tai Chi with the all white, incredible. And then David Finlay had that shit on. It was like black tights. Not even really tights. They were like joggers. I don't know. They were just black pants with like white outlines and then all white boots that looked sick as fuck. But yeah, I thought the match was like very, very good. Especially the final 10 to 15 minutes of the match are like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The crowd's like completely bought in on Taichi, which I mean, how did you feel about the match? We'll get into what happened afterwards in a second.
Bro. I really thought Taichi was gonna bring it home, man.
Me too, man. I was
really,
fucking fully invested.
oh my god. And like that's like, man, that's one of the things with Taichi, man. It like so like all this time with Taichi, you look at him, you're like, all right, you know, he's an all right guy. Then he takes some pants off, and it's like, all right, it's just getting serious. Then he starts doing his All Japan cosplay. It's like, all right, he might be wrestler of the year. Like you're just like, yo, win the fucking match, please. Just win the match, win the title. And for them to not do it, I'm like, oh god.
The thing is, I had to catch myself. Okay, hold on, very quickly. After the match, well, not after. Okay, Taichi goes for a pin, right? And Sonata pulls the ref from under the rope, turning on just 5 guys, crushing my soul. I mean, just
not only that, but went to War Dogs.
Yeah, so like the crowd, like it was a little awkward for a second because so that it happened, and then it kind of looked like Taichi was like calling for the mic over and over again, and so he was just kind of standing there like going, what the fuck? And the crowd was like kind of just really confused. And Sonata just kind of stood on the ramp and then like grabbed at his collar or his zip or whatever. And the crowd like shrieks. They lose their fucking mind. And then he takes it off and they get even louder because he has the War Dog shirt on.
Yeah.
Just like a really, really good reveal and a good turn that legitimately got me. Like I was sad because, you know, obviously. And then like Finley hits him with the goddamn shillelagh and gets the fucking win. And what's so funny is like even whenever he hits him with it and he pinned him, the first thing that came to mind was like, but what if Taichi kicks out? Like I was still bought in. I still wanted him to win, bro. It was very sad that he lost.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking Taichi. I want him to get something, bro. If not in New Japan,
he needs to, bro. Goto and Taichi need to get something. Yoshihashi as well. All 3 of those guys, they need to get
something.
Just like, yeah. If all 3 of those guys won the global heavyweight title, I'd be like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Just have it go from like Goto to Taichi to Yoshihashi or like something like that.
It should be the title that like all the old guys that never got the heavyweight title get to win.
Like what the fuck?
That's exactly what it should be. But yeah, I mean, very, very good match and a even better turn. I had to catch myself because I was like, I was doing one of the like, oh, this fucking sucks, man, because I'm mad. Like, this is actually just bad wrestling because I'm mad. No, I got, and that happens sometimes. All right, and then after that was the main event of the show, which I have not seen. So I'll let you take over. How did you like the match? What did you think about it? And are you excited? I'll just say it now for Ricochet versus Zack Sabre Jr. I assume is that at
Dynasty? Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. At Dynasty, Ricochet and Zack Sabre Jr. Go ahead.
I'm not going to talk about the spots in the match because I still want you to see the match and see things for yourself.
Thank you.
But I mean, these is just bro. No matter how many times they wrestle, they've like singles match wise, they've wrestled like maybe.
I looked it up last night. I think it's 3 times.
Three times.
What? 4 times.
Okay, yeah. Wrestled, 4 times, and it doesn't miss. It just doesn't miss. Like they've gotten to a point where like they really know each other. They know like how to take the moves and just how to move in general whenever it's just those 2 in the ring. They gave a little preview of this during the Junior Tag League. They had Oiwa and Zach versus Shingo and Yoda, and that was a good match. It was a good match. It had no implications or anything. It was just a random tag match they put in on the card, and it was a banger. And this right here, like this just This is adding on to their collection, man. This is adding on to their collection. Two, Shingo is like, people have been saying like he's slowing down and stuff, and he is, but he's having he's like Ishii, like the slowdown is happening like very minimal. It's like a very minimal slowdown, and I could see him still, producing at this rate by like next year.
I mean, he's having the match that like works for his for him at this stage in his career.
Yeah,
like, every night he's having the match that works for him.
Absolutely. But it's just like that specific match style, the Shingo match style, it blends in with so many other wrestlers, and it just
it's adaptable. It works with everybody.
It's like you can do it with Ospreay, you can do it with Zack, you could do it with a fucking Junior, you could do it with whoever. You could probably do it with a big guy as well. It'd be fucking insane. So yeah, this match was great. Again, if the Junior Tag League match wasn't your match of the night, it was probably this one. If you've seen it, yeah, Zack Sabre is still the best in the world, though.
Hell yeah,
and the champion. Yes.
All right, well, that was Power Struggle. Now, the only thing left we had planned, or no, two things actually. My bad.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dynamite first.
Yeah, this card's actually decent.
It's looking pretty fucking good, to be honest. There's one match that looks fine, but we'll get to that. Don Callis family, Takeshita and Fletcher versus Ricochet and a mystery partner. I wonder who. It's fucking Will, right?
Probably, yeah, more than likely, yeah. I like. It's so funny that we were talking about like tag team matches of the year because this shit might. It
should be like a very good match.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get up there on that scale. Now I know the predictable answer is Will, but ride with me now. Speedball Mike Bailey, pick up the phone. Just pick up the phone real quick. That match you had with Takeshita over there in Canada was pretty good. Tag team match format with Ricochet.
You know what? We need to shut up for a second.
Oh,
because there was a guy on the New Japan show that we just didn't talk about.
Oh yeah, Kenny.
So Kenny was on on Power Struggle, guys. I completely forgot about that. I don't know how. Anyways, after the tag title match that where there was atrocities committed, I was about to go to bed.
You literally texted me. You were like, yeah, I'm getting sleepy now.
I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. But then Geto was like, hold on, sweet prince, here you go. And then Kenny by God Omega came out.
Oh shit!
And, Jesus, man.
My bad.
Basically, he said that he wants to wrestle one of the young guys at Wrestle Dynasty. That's basically what he said. And that New Japan is his home and he wants to return to New Japan. Do you think? I think it's pretty obvious that I would imagine after this AEW contract is up, he's probably going back to Japan, right?
He'd probably do a little stint. I feel like he definitely do like a. It
feels like he enjoys being in Japan so much more.
He does. I mean, like that was
just go back, man.
It was his home for something like 2000 what, like
11?
Might have been earlier, but yeah, I think 11 or 10 all the way to like 2018, 2019. It's been his home for a long time. I mean, Zach is like the same way. Zach's been there since 2015, 2016. Yeah, if his whenever his contract expires, if he wants to go back, he wants to do, he wants to do New Japan, he want to do DDT, ball out. Do you?
Yeah. I'd be very excited about that, to be quite honest. But anyways, back to Dynamite. Sorry, I forgot we just completely missed that, and I feel like that's very noteworthy. Notable. So yeah, that's the tag match for Dynamite.
Wait, hold on. We didn't talk about who fucking beat him up backstage or who got into a fight with him backstage.
That's such a good angle. That was such a cool way they did that angle. So shortly after, Kenny left.
Mhm.
Pictures were posted online. Very blurry pictures were posted
Yeah.
online of Kenny and Gabe Kidd fighting backstage. Just very, very different angles and shit of it.
Yeah.
One guy holding the chair, the other guy's running away. Thing like
Mhm.
that. So it seems like the Dynasty match is Gabe Kidd versus Kenny Omega, which is it the most like exciting match on paper? No, but it'll be a fucking awesome match. So I've seen people complaining about it on Twitter. Shut the fuck up, man. Kenny's coming back after almost dying, and he's gonna wrestle in the Dome in his return match. Please calm down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
It's going
He's
to.
gonna have more matches. This is gonna be an awesome match.
And honestly, like we or you've mainly spoke about this like whenever he like first got injured and stuff, and we didn't know when he was coming back. And you were saying how like when he comes back, he might wrestle like a older wrestling
Yeah, man.
like style. Gabe Kidd, if he were to do it, Gabe Kidd is the guy to do that
Yeah, like,
with.
Gabe Kidd's not like a super. I mean, he's gonna beat the fuck out of you, but he's not like a super demanding wrestler in terms of like pace.
Yeah,
He's not gonna make Kenny go out there and like, stretch out his diaphragm.
exactly. He wants to hit hard and take neck. That's all he wants to do.
It's gonna work with Kenny's style because he's gonna take fucking Snapdragons and he's gonna take really hard V triggers. Like it'll be fine, guys.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Exactly.
It's fucking Kenny Omega, man. It's gonna work.
By God, like
yeah, bisexual goddess. Okay, it'll be fine.
Oh man.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of fine, Malachi Black and Adam Cole is on this Dynamite card. Yeah, I mean, again, this should be fucking fine. I assume I didn't come up with this idea. I think it was Andy Murray from What Culture had a really good idea. Where
Brody King thing?
Yes.
I saw that.
Cole coming back from this like clearly devastating career-threatening injury.
Mm-hmm.
He should beat Malachi. He already beat Buddy. He should get fucking decimated by Brody King. Like, and they're not gonna have him like straight up get squashed. I'm not saying that either. Really, it should be like a 7 to 8 minute match, but Brody should win like pretty handedly. And then Roddy should face MJF at Full Gear. I'm gonna put something in the private chat. Actually, I'll wait. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, that seems like the better idea to me because like, unless they just want to like wrap up the MJF,
yeah, like
then
that's
fine.
that's what I was thinking. Like if we're trying to get this out the. I thought it was frozen. If they're trying to get it out the way as soon as possible, then they should have just Cole and MJF at Full Gear. But if they want to, like the Brody idea, I do think that's a good idea because like not every return story needs to be like, oh, I shot straight to the top and beat the guy I came for. Like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. And yeah, I mean like that's what like Jay White just did. I don't think we need a story like that again. I think he should definitely like. He should be the story of him even being more starved of that MJF fight, and it just going, to the next pay-per-view, and this whole time it's like Adam Cole's like really on the run, on the chase of getting a fight with MJF, like kind of like a classic MJF feud, like a 2020, 2021 MJF feud.
Which I mean, it's been a minute since we've seen it.
Yeah,
so fine.
yeah. So like I will take that, and if it's getting people like reps in the ring and is helping Adam Cole like slowly get more comfortable in the ring because I'm sure it's uncomfortable to wrestle right now with the new gear and stuff. Yeah, if they want to get it to at World's End, that's fine. Roddy MJF, I ain't gonna say no to that. I mean, Roddy's gonna lose, which is unfortunate, but hey, all good as long as Roddy's on the pay-per-view. Roddy shouldn't miss any pay-per-views in my opinion.
True.
That's just me.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus Claudio and Pac is on this show. I assume this main events unless something fucked gets announced here. I mean, I guess Will's return could be it. That wouldn't surprise me either. But I think this probably should main event, to be honest.
When I was looking at the card, when they had the picture of all the things announced, I think this probably does main event. Definitely a Mox interference, type of ordeal.
Mhm.
I don't think he'll be at ringside like when the match starts, but I think he'll get out there like
Mhm.
when they're about to lose. I believe he'll get out there, and I do think this match is going to be good because all four of these guys are like they're good singles guys. They're great singles guys, really. But tag team, man, tag team Cassidy, tag team Claudio is like.
Have we ever seen Darby and Pac?
In general, like ever?
Like wrestling each other?
No.
I'm fascinated as to how that would look. Because that's like both of those guys are usually the ones like kind of taking moves ridiculously, like Pac's DDT cells and things like that. And then Darby Allin just being Darby.
That shit would probably be hot though, no?
Yeah, that shit would probably rule. I should text Tony.
Oh, they did fight one time. What?
Oh.
Bash at the Beach 2020?
What?
January 15th.
Oh, wow.
The card was...
I don't remember that at all.
The card was Hangman and Kenny versus Best Friends, Ortiz and Santana, and the Bucks in a 4-way #1 contendership match. Sheeta and Chris Stapp versus the Nightmare Collective. Oh, Lord. Mox versus Sammy, Butcher and Blade, and MJF versus DDP, Dustin, and QT Marshall. And then the main event was Pac and Darby Allin. That's 4 stars from Dave.
They should run it back.
They should.
They're pretty sick. It's been over 4 years, almost 5 years since that match happened. So run that.
That fucking first match is crazy. Oh,
God. This was the match that I said it looks fine. It looks okay. Penelope Ford versus Jamie Hayter. I mean, definitely feels like they're just kind of coasting Jamie along for a bit with these like weird feud, not feud kind of things where it's really like shallow.
Their feuds are just TV feuds more than like PvP stuff or pay-per-view stuff. Yeah. So
again, I mean, it should be fine. Like probably nothing of note to be quite honest, but whatever.
If it does end up being good, great job. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Good job.
I am excited for Penelope though. She's coming off of like a really difficult time in her life. So hell yeah. Welcome back. Now, if Chris Jericho was dead, this match would be so much better. However, Fight Without Honor, 6-man tag team match. Big Bill, Brian Keith, and Jericho versus Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe, and Tomohiro Ishii. I assume this is just going to be kind of a clusterfuck. So, hell yeah. Yeah, like it'll be pretty reminiscent of the BCC versus Briscoes and FTR. The second half of the match, obviously. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to complain about it.
Ishii in a no DQ match.
What?
That's fucking crazy.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Big Bill and Mark Briscoe working this kind of match together could be fucking awesome. We'll see what happens.
Ishii giving Big Bill a brainbuster.
Oh baby. So yeah, that's Dynamite for the week. Has there been any?
There's a Hurt Syndicate segment that's like been announced.
Are they just like coming out? Is it just we're gonna hear from the Hurt Syndicate kind of thing?
Yeah, they had like their own. It was like gold on the boards. That shit looks so fucking sexy. I was whoa.
That's probably like the most invested I am in anything on Dynamite, to be totally honest. Even with the mock stuff, I'm like, especially now that Bobby is like officially there.
Yeah.
Also, hold on, give me a second. I'm curious to see what that debut is at now, views wise.
That shit did hit
because
a mil, didn't it? It
it
fucking
hit $1 million within like 12 hours.
That's insane.
It's wild for AEW. That's like insane. Let me look at it. Hold on.
The only person who like would ever get numbers like that was like Cassidy. And like
Yeah, Cassidy or like Punk.
No Punk, yeah.
Don't forget.
I'm trying to.
Okay, it's at 1.4 million.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Now, New Japan Professional Wrestling Fighting Spirit Unleashed 2024 from Lowell, Massachusetts. Some good stuff on this card. I'm not going to go through all of it because, like, not all of it is really noteworthy, to be honest. David Finlay and Kevin Knight should be good, but it's definitely going to be like the ultimate strong match. Team DK versus Grizzly Young Veterans. I thought this was originally for the IWGP belts. So I was like mad because I thought we were going to get Great Khan and Hinare versus fucking Grizzly Young Veterans. Either way, I don't think this match was going to be like out of this world, but it'll be better than that match. Mustafa Ali and Leo Rush, I fucking guess. I'm not saying that one. That was boring as fuck. Koguma, Hazuki, Trish Adora, and Anna Jay in the New Japan Strong Women's title #1 contendership 4-way match. The winner of this match is going to wrestle Mercedes at Dynasty, right?
I don't know if it'll be at Dynasty or if it'll be at their December show. That will be in.
Oh, right, the Strong December show.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's probably going to be that, to be totally honest. I assume we're kind of like really banking on Koguma or Hazuki winning, right?
Yeah.
Those are the most intriguing matchups out of those for sure. Shingo and Yota Tsuji versus
bro.
Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. This is for us.
Fucking seen that because they posted the GIF and they said the card is set and they were going through the matches. I was like, okay, I've seen all these. I've seen like the preview for all these, and I seen that graphic. I said, wow.
Yeah, this is a Graps podcast special. I think this is something we would book in our fucking federations. This
Kingdom Tag League?
Yeah. Oh baby. Oh baby. Talk to me. Kenta's wrestling Oiwa, and I need Kenta to turn the clock back a little bit. God. Treat it like you treated the fucking Ospreay match, please. Yeah. Please. Tana and Ishii versus Bad Dude Tito and Zack Sabre Jr. Bad Dude Tito being like the ultimate vibes guy for these strong shows kind of rules. I think he's fucking awesome, genuinely. He should win the TV title, I think. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Fucking we were so excited for Takeshita to be on this goddamn show. Just for them to make it versus TJP.
After that slobber knocker Taichi just put on, man. Takeshita's Taichi. Run it.
Oh, fuck. That would have been glorious.
What the fuck are we doing, man?
Yeah, this is quite upsetting. I can't lie. Again, I'm sure the match is going to be just fine, but it could have been more than that if you would have just booked somebody that isn't the fucking Oswong. Okay, it'd be so much better. Gabe Kidd versus Kosei Fujita. New Japan Strong open weight title match. They're gonna beat the fuck out of each other, I suspect. Speaking of Fujita, I did want to say, what do you think of his gear? Specifically his gear from last night.
He wore the baggy pants last night, did he? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was a point where he was going back and forth with the trunks and the pants, and recently he's been sticking with the pants a lot. I don't know. I'm not really feeling about that too much.
I like the trunks.
Yeah, I kind of like the trunks more. I fuck with the trunks. If he had like some TMDK themed tights, those probably be cool. Kind of like Oiwa. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. The pants is. I mean,
they're fine.
They're fine.
Like aesthetically, they're pretty cool, but they just don't look that great on him. I don't think. I think fucking Robbie's gear though last night was sick. I don't know if he's worn those before, but pretty beast. Speaking of Robbies, yo, Robbie X in that Bullet Club tag was good, but like I can't get past how he looks.
That's understandable. That's understandable. That's
He's
like
like a mildly chubby, bald British guy with like a really big head. And also he wears his fucking hat like turned to the side. Come on, bro.
yeah. I don't
You
know what
look
that
like a
was about.
geek.
Yeah, but it's when you see that and you know he's British, you're like, I don't even want to give this guy a chance. But then
Yeah, like
he gets out there and he does his AJ Styles cosplay. You're like, wait a minute. You're like, hold on, wait. I mean, like, yeah, he's like athletically, like it's visually surprising to see him pull out a fucking Pele kick. Because like,
yeah,
why
it's weird.
like you're
Also,
doing,
like doing like a fucking like a fucking springboard kind of thing. Is like,
yeah,
what the fuck are you doing, pal?
like he's
Grab a hold.
he's pulling out some crazy stuff. What was it? What was his finisher? Oh no, he did a spiral tap. He did a spiral tap.
Yeah.
He did a spiral tap.
All right, I think that's all we had to cover.
Yeah.
Khalid, have you watched any of the matches for Cage Match Chronicles 1988 happening on November 10th this Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern time?
I watched the Fujinami one. Yeah, it's the only one I really watched.
Bro, I forgot that match is 60 minutes long.
Caught me off by surprise, brother.
Son of a bitch.
Caught me by surprise.
I've only watched the Midnight Express versus the Fantastics, and I haven't taken notes on it, so I have to rewatch it again. Which is like fine. It's a pretty sick match. So whatever. But and then I was like putting the links together to send to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that shit and I was like, mother of fuck.
Well, like I'm not saying you should do this, but I know this is a feature because of like New Japan World, how many times I watch stuff. They do have a 2 times option.
That's fair. I'll probably like in the moments that they're just kind of like, I'm sure it's in there. When they're just kind of walking around or they're selling moves and stuff, I'll speed it up a little bit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Again, Cage Match Chronicles, 1988, November 10th, this Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Come hang out. If you don't, I'll fucking find where you live. Thank you for watching the Graps podcast. Later.